Good afternoon, T-Wolves! Mr. Quentin here with what we did for Monday, January 11th, 2021. That's right, folks. One big thing that's happening is this week is the last week of the quarter and it is the last week of the semester. So all your work must be in by Thursday. They're not giving us the normal timeline for getting grades and stuff done. So I have to have everything done on Friday, which means you've got to have everything in by Thursday. That's right, Thursday the 14th. So please, please, please send me that work. Get it in so I can get your points in, all right? I have already sent reminds and emails out to parents of letting them know about the situation. I have also made sure that any student that is currently failing has now been, their parents have been contacted via remind and email. If necessary, I will be doing phone calls as well, all right? So please, please, please get that stuff in. All right. The next thing we got is what we're doing for today, which is we're just wrapped up the project. That's the only thing that we did today. Okay, folks? So if we go around, and as always, we're pretending that we're in first period, but you can pretend to be in your actual period. So don't pretend, be in your actual period. That's probably the best way to go. All right. So quarter two and week of January 11th. Then go ahead and hop right into Monday. You will see that we just have an exit ticket for you today, all right? But make sure, check this out. Look at your description. The description is, please fill out the first slide of the exit ticket as normal and then go back to the Tuesday, January 5th folder to turn in your project. My friends, I don't want to hear, but I didn't know where it was, Mr. Quentin. No. You're going to go back to that Tuesday, January 5th folder once you've got your exit ticket done. So you're just going to jump back there to quarter two. You are going to go to last week for January 5th, and you can go directly into the Tuesday folder. And then voila, there is your project so that you can submit it. All right. Now, let's talk about the project itself. You are on step 4, my friends. Step 4. So step 1 was to make sure you chose your meal. So I just am making up stuff as I go here, folks, just to make an example here. I chose stew. Hey, look, I already did a picture. We'll get there in a second. Step 2 was to break your stuff into ingredients and then add all your ingredients there, right? So here it looked like I was making pizza, right? So you've got your crust, you've got your sauce, you've got your toppings. I've got a couple examples here for you. As you can see where I did the yeast was part of the crust, the salt was part of the crust, the tomato paste was part of the sauce, the basil was part of the sauce, etc. Okay? Step 3 is we are researching our ingredients. Where are they native to? Well, I've got the New World. I've got both. I've got the Old World. So you can see that I have my potatoes and tomatoes were part of the New World. You can see that I have my salt and my water that were part of the old, both that are both native to the Old and the New World. I've got my yeast and my carrots that are native to the Old World. Okay, and oh look, pictures are already done there too. So we'll come back to that in a second as well. So now we're on step 4, which is today. Folks, you're just bringing it all together. We are providing all of our images for our ingredients, and then getting an idea of what the final meal would look like. Okay, we're also going to be writing our 5 complete and complex sentences. So let's do the pictures first. Okay, so again, you can see that I have on every slide. All right, every slide has you may add pictures here too, just make sure you label them. So you have the choice. You can put your pictures on the step 4 slide. You could put all the pictures there. You could put all your pictures here on the step 4 slide, add a slide so you could put so that you could put your sentences, or you can do like I've done here and spread them throughout the slide deck. Whatever's easier for you. So you can see here, like if I had chosen stew, I've got an image of my stew here. You can see on the ingredients slide, I went ahead and put my ingredients, and you can see that they're labeled. Potatoes here, tomatoes here, salt here, so on and so forth. You do it whatever way works for you. You're welcome to put them all on the same slide, but folks, do not, I repeat, do not just dump 37 images on a slide and not have anything there. I'm not going to have the ability to necessarily sort through all that to know what's what and what you meant and what should be part of the correct ingredients for your meal. So that's going to cost you points. Please make sure you have labeled your images so that I know what they are. And again, you'll need to label all your images. So if you have something that had bread in it, you would have to have the bread image and the yeast image and the flour image and the salt image and the water image. Okay, so make sure that you've got those. When it comes to the cheese and stuff, yeah, you've got your rennet, you've got your milk, you've got your salt. Now, rennet is an easily available image because it's easily obtainable in liquid form. So you could even grab the Wikipedia image on that, whatever you need. Now, beyond that, if it says enzymes or cultures or something like that, I don't care. You do not have to get images of the enzymes or cultures or something like that, okay? So don't kill yourself looking for that if you've been trying to, and now here we are at the end, and you're like, I just can't find that. Don't worry, okay? You're good. But please make sure that your images are accurate, okay? Do not have a picture of a bacon cheeseburger if you chose burger and fries, and then have no bacon and no cheese in your ingredients, okay? Because that's not going to help you with the accuracy of your images. If you are someone who chose to do the selfie for the bonus points, please, please, please let me make sure that I'm clear about this. It's gotta be a selfie, okay? It's gotta be a selfie. Selfie means you're taking the picture of yourself, okay? That's selfie, right? If you did like a burger and fries or something, do not take a picture of a hamburger and fries on the plate and try and submit that or send it to me. That doesn't help. Okay? That does me no good. All that is a picture of food. All right? That is not you having prepared the food. If I got a slice of pizza on the plate, that's not going to do anything for me. Okay? That's not worth the points. Now, if you were, for example, had something that had tomatoes in it, and so, you've got your little cutting board and you chopped your tomatoes up, and then you take that picture, what's up, right? And take your picture, and there you are with your tomatoes. Cool, that's good. If you were in front of the stove and you've got all your stuff on the stove, all cooking and stuff, and you take that picture, awesome. Okay, it's fine. At whatever stage that you were preparing it is fine. It just needs to be you having prepared the food. That's it. Okay, that's what's going to qualify. Also, don't send that image to me. Put your image in your project. Okay, and again, if you want to add a slide to do that, you can certainly add a slide that you put your selfies on. Okay, that is totally cool. Or you can make it part of the step 4 slide, what have you. Now, I'm going to make this a little bigger just so you can really see it up close. Okay. This is what I want your your 5 complete and complex sentences to look like. Now, normally I usually try and write at a really high level so that you can get an idea, but because I don't want you to copy it or anything, but this is a really good template for you to follow. Do not copy paste this. Do not copy me. But you can certainly use this as a template to follow so that you can tell a similar story or explain your project in a way that's guaranteed to get you points. All right. So you can see I've got 5 sentences here. Now, folks, I did this for first period, during first period, and this took me about 2 minutes. No, I'm not trying to brag or go, well, geez, Mr. Quentin, you're the teacher. Of course you can. That's not why I'm saying this. The reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want you to spend hours and hours on this. I just want you to spend like a good 10 minutes. Give me 5 good sentences that tell me about why you chose your meal, the meal you chose, and whether or not the Columbian Exchange is important to it. And folks, when I say, is the Columbian Exchange important to it? Well, go back to your previous slide and take a look. If all of your ingredients are coming from the New World and the Old World, then I guess it's pretty important that the Columbian Exchange happened, because here we are in North America in the New World, right? And so we're able to enjoy it. So yeah, I would say the Columbian Exchange was pretty important. If all of your ingredients are coming from the Old World, then the Columbian Exchange was vital to you being able to have this meal. Conversely, if all of your ingredients are coming from the New World, then maybe the Columbian Exchange isn't quite as important, since here we are in the New World and all the ingredients were in the New World. So that's a fair statement. Well, Mr. Quinton, all my ingredients came from the New World, so the Columbian Exchange was not as important to having this meal as I originally thought. Okay, cool. Tell me that. But these are the things that I want you to be writing about. Okay, so this is a really good one. So hopefully you've had a chance to pause the video and then be able to look at that so that you can have an idea. Now, let me do something else here. I want to make sure you see something. This is an example of what not to do. All right, so my name is Matthew Quinton, or whatever your name is. And this is my project. I do not want to see sentences like this. No, I do not want sentences like this. I already know what your name is, and I already know that this is your project. I don't need sentences like that. I do not want sentences like this. I chose pizza. It tastes good. Nope, I do not want that either. Okay? Do not put those kinds of sentences in there. That is a guaranteed way to lose points. All right. Do not put those kinds of sentences in there. I also don't want to see this. I see this an awful lot. So let me see here. The Columbian Exchange was important to my meal. The ingredients are from the old world. So the Columbian Exchange is important. The reason it is important is because of the old world. Folks, do you see how I just wrote the same sentence 3 times in a row? You're just restating the same thing. You're just changing the way it looks a little bit. Please don't do that, okay? You need to have 5 different sentences that talk about different things. It's okay to have one lead into the other, but make sure they're all saying different things. For example, for my Columbian Exchange project, I chose enchiladas as a meal. I enjoy enchiladas, and my family makes them at least once a month. I found that without the Columbian Exchange, I would not be able to enjoy this marvelous meal. Several ingredients come from the old world, and therefore living in the new world, we would have to make something different. This not only affects my recipe, but many others as well. Okay, so see how I talked about what my meal is, why I chose it, what is important about the Columbian Exchange, why it's important, and one other thing that it touches on. Okay? Really simple. All right? You do not have to overthink it. I beg you, please don't overthink this. Okay? So those are pretty much all the pitfalls I can think of that have happened. And so if you have any questions, all right, make sure that you send me that note in Schoology, send me an email. Other than that, I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. I will get these graded as soon as I can. Folks, please don't pester me. There's a lot of students I got to go through, and all the grades have to be in, like I said, this week anyway. So you might have to wait a day or two, but I'll let you know as soon as I get them done, okay? All right. Peace out, my homies. Mr. Quinton, out.